Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Josh Jacobs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue.
And that is caught! Touchdown! Raiders! Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
second down. Here's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Van Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets them to about the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Mixon. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Joe Mixon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. We're going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw that's taken out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10.
9 yards
yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Running is Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 57 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Raiders 24, Bengals 10.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lord taking it in over the middle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Tackle made.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out.
It's a gain of
Remember,
7.
they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Jacobs, the ball.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5.